Today I am excited to show you something that I've been waiting for a long time now, a MagSafe charging mount for the Model 3 and Y. MagBak was kind enough to send me their newly released MagBak wireless charger mount and a MagBak case for me to review. As always, whether I purchase an item myself or receive one for review, I always give my honest opinion during my video. Let's start with the unboxing. First, we have the MagBak case for my iPhone 13 Pro. The tray slides out of the box where we find the phone case on top. I chose blue, but they also have black, gray, and red too. They call this a minimalist protective case. It has an upgraded and stronger MagSafe design which enhances any MagSafe accessories. Along the inside of the case, it supports enhanced MagSafe capability. It supports iPhone wireless charging. Notice how the openings are very precise, and the button covers are very good too. It has raised and padded corners for maximum protection, 6-foot or 2-meter drop tested. Also included is an instruction manual and 2 alcohol wipes. Inside the box are 2 MagSticks with 3M adhesive backing. These can be mounted anywhere you want the phone to go. And it also includes a backup 3M tape. I'll quickly scroll through the instruction booklet. You can pause this if you want to read it. Now on to the main item. And here is the box for the MagBak wireless charger for the Tesla Model 3 and Y. I'll slip off the top and put it underneath. Inside we have the instruction guide, some more alcohol pads for cleaning, and a backup 2-sided tape. This is the power plug that goes into the car's 12-volt power port in the console area under the armrest. It is a USB-C charger with a 30-watt capacity. And finally, the mount itself. It has a nice aluminum casing and is roughly the same color as the back of the car's display screen. On the back, it says it is a MagBak Tesla Qi wireless charger. Note that it takes 5 volts at 2 amps or 9 volts at 1.8 amps. It has a 1.5 meter or roughly 5-foot power cable with a USB-C connector at the end. And of course this plugs into the 12-volt charger that I showed earlier. This inside area with the red plastic is where it will attach to the car's LCD display housing. This is 3M double-sided tape. On the front is a soft rubber material, and that is where the phone is attached by using magnets. It's fairly compact, basically large enough so that the wireless charging coils fit into this area to charge the phone. Not a lot to this, but it's very well made and feels high quality. Taking the new case that we just unboxed, let's see how it fits. See how it snaps on here snugly? And I'll just do a quick test to see how it holds on. Pretty good. Not even a budge. I'll remove my original clear MagSafe case and do a quick buff from a microfiber cloth to clean it up. And it simply snaps over the back of the phone. Press down on all 4 corners and then you're good. And here are some views of the case. This is a clip-on one-piece case that provides protection on the front edge of the screen and on the back for the multiple lenses. The lip around the camera area extends further than the lenses so they don't touch any surfaces when the phone is laid down. Around the sides you have openings for the ports and speakers and a silence switch. Especially the silence switch is easy to access, which isn't always the case with some cases. And the flexible areas that cover the power and volume buttons are pretty good too. Now let's put the phone with the case on the MagSafe mount. I might as well do some shake testing while I have this on here. And how about some side-to-side action? Nope, not moving at all. And here is the instruction guide. If you need to read any of this, please pause the video. You can scan the QR code to view the installation video and to access additional resources online. If you have any questions, contact MagSafe support. Now on with the installation. I'll do a quick test fit of the mount on the corner of the screen, as you can see here. I'll untie the cable and stretch it out. It's plenty long enough to reach the 12-volt power outlet under the armrest. With the alcohol wipe from the package, clean behind the top left area of the Tesla screen. You want to make sure that this is clean so that the 3M tape adheres well. Now take the MagBak charging mount and pull off the protective red plastic off of the 3M double-sided tape. Now slide the mount over the corner of the Tesla screen. You want to do this so that the top of the mount is level with the top of the screen. It's fairly easy to do since the curve of the mount matches the corner curve of the screen. Once it's in place, firmly press down the mount onto the back of the screen in several places for at least a minute. If you find that the angle is not correct, you can remove it before pressing down and realign it if necessary. Do not use the screen mount until you give it at least 10 to 15 minutes to adhere well. I waited a full hour before the next step. Here's a view of the mount on the screen, and you can even see it from overhead. Right now the wire is just hanging straight down. You have two options for powering the mount. The long 1.5 meter, about 5 foot long cable will reach all the way to the storage area under the armrest. This is the preferred location if you want to use the included 12-volt power plug that connects by USB-C. For a clean install, you can remove the console trim piece that goes along the driver's side of the car. I used a plastic pry bar to remove this trim piece, but once you get a good grip of it, there are a number of connectors that will unsnap along the entire length. After you remove it, you will see a channel where you could route the power cable. Place the cable so that it goes over or under the trim clips so it doesn't get pinched. This goes all the way from the dash area until you reach the corner of the armrest where it attaches to the car. The wire can come out there discreetly in the corner. Then you still have plenty of length for the wire. Plug the wire into the 12-volt power plug, and then make sure that the trim piece is snapped in all along the entire length. If you follow this all the way up to the front dash, you'll see that the wire just shows a little bit by the area underneath the screen, but from where you're sitting, it's not visible. Even when the phone is not on it, the mount is flush with the Tesla display and blends in with it well. The power cable is easy to hide and it disappears from view. It may look a little uneven right here, but I adjusted it to make it level. An alternate installation is to route the cable under the center console door and put it underneath to plug it into one of the front USB ports. In newer cars, there are USB-C plugs in this area. If you have an older car with USB-A plugs, you will probably need a USB-C to USB-A adapter, like one of these. So the choice is up to you with how you want to power this mount. Note that the first method provides the fastest charging. I now have the new case on the phone. It has a nice, soft, rubbery, grippy finish. And as I mentioned earlier, all of the button openings and button covers are well made. This should offer a decent amount of protection for the phone. Remember that the case box also had two MagSticks in it with 3M adhesive backing. These could be mounted anywhere you want the phone to go. It also includes a backup 3M tape. I'll show you an example in the car. Of course, this isn't an appropriate location, maybe on a dashboard or vent area if you want the phone accessible. Remove the 3M tape backing and the thin magnet can be placed anywhere. Then the phone will attach near the center. I would suggest putting the magnet on the phone first and then find the location you desire for an exact fit. You have a second magnet for another location or as a backup. And of course the MagBak case works well with the MagBak mount. Place it on the mount and it sticks on pretty level. There is a certain amount of wiggle room where you can adjust it if it isn't on exactly straight. One thing I want to mention is that I have a modified screen with swivel. So this places the screen about 1.5 inches lower than the default screen in a Model 3 or Y. So the phone mount will actually be higher than what you see here, and it won't be blocked by the steering wheel or the steering stalk. Here's the phone in my original clear MagSafe case. This case also works with the MagBak charging mount. It's not quite as strong as the MagBak case since it doesn't have the reinforced MagSafe structure that the MagBak case has built into it. And now for using it. Here is a better view of the mount outside during daylight. I also tested Face ID and it works well. By having the phone mounted high, the Face ID using the True Depth camera easily senses your face and unlocks the phone. Placing the phone on the mount is easy. It grabs the phone when it gets close enough. It usually aligns itself very well. If it doesn't, you can adjust it a little and you're all set. For Face ID to work, it needs to be in portrait mode. But if you need it, it can also be mounted landscape mode, like so. If you have a dash instrument screen like I do, you don't have to worry about the phone covering the Tesla screen speedometer if it's mounted sideways. This mount is great for users that need to have their phone visible at all times. It would be very useful for Uber and Lyft drivers that need to have their rideshare app open and running. The mount's charger provides 5, 7.5, and 10 watt charging for the iPhone, which is 5 volts at 2 amps at max rating. There's also a temperature safety management built in. And due to how high it's mounted, it's great for doing FaceTime calls. Hey, have you seen this new phone mount? It's pretty cool. And yes, I'm talking to myself. Here I'll put the MagBak case back on it again. Just snap it in to the 4 corners and it's on. So whether you use the MagBak case or another MagSafe compatible case, it will stay attached very well. Though I have noticed the MagBak case does offer a stronger attachment from what I've seen. The mount keeps the phone in your line of sight, and it can unlock with Face ID since it's pointing straight at you. It's easy to reach if you need to use it, but of course don't touch the screen while driving, and follow the applicable laws in your local area. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes starting now.
Hey Siri, what's the weather like today?
It's currently clear and 84 degrees. Expect thunderstorms starting in the afternoon, then cloudy skies starting early evening. Today's high will be 86 degrees and the low will be 59 degrees.
In summary, this is one of the first MagSafe mounts that includes charging that is specifically designed for the Model 3 or Y that I have seen, and it looks and works great. If you have the need for a line of sight phone location, this is the mount for you. It is compatible with a broad range of Apple phones that support MagSafe, including the iPhone 12 and 13 series. Of course, this is for left-hand drive cars. MagBak may be producing a right-hand drive version soon. And I think it works great with my iPhone 13 Pro. If you would like to order this item, see the link in the video description. Use code RANGER15 for 15% off the purchase of the case and or the wireless charging mount for the Model 3 and Y. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.